To make the leg, first make one magic ring and chain 1 to secure the magic ring. Then I'll make 6 single crochets inside this magic ring. After that, I'll tighten my magic ring. Now, for the second round, I'll make 2 single crochets in each stitch. In the second round, I'm making 2 single crochets in each stitch. So in the second round, there will be 12 single crochets. After this, I will not increase anymore. Let me tighten the stitch first. It is a bit loose. So from the third round to the sixth round, I'll just make 1 single crochet in each stitch. I'm using the stitch marker so that I don't miscount my rounds. So this is the third round. So from third round to the sixth round, I'm going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So there will be 12 single crochets in each round, and I'm doing 4 rounds of 12 single crochets. You can see here, after the sixth round, I fastened off and cut the yarn. For the second leg, I'll just join with a single crochet. I usually join in the knot in the last single crochet of the first leg. It is easier to hide the excess yarn there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make 12 single crochets in the first leg and 12 single crochets in the second leg. So total of 24 single crochets. And this is the round 1 of the body. Let me use the stitch marker at the first stitch, that is the joining single crochet. So 12 single crochet in the first leg and 12 single crochet in the second leg. Total of 24 single crochet in the first round of the body. Now for the second round of the body, first I'll make 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After 5 single crochets, I'll increase in the 6th stitch. Again 5 single crochets and increase. So I'll repeat this 4 times all total in the second round. So there will be total of 28 single crochets in the second round of the body. For the second round in the body, I am doing 5 single crochets and increase and repeating it 4 times, so that there will be 28 single crochets in the second round of the body. From the third round to the 8th round, I am going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, so that there will be 28 single crochets for 6 rounds. From third round to the 8th round, I am going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So I am going to make 6 rounds of 28 single crochets, and I'll meet you at the 8th round. I have completed the 8th round, 6th round of 28 single crochets. Now in the 9th round, I am going to make 5 single crochets and then decrease and repeat this pattern 4 times, so that in the 9th round there will be 24 single crochets. Again 5 single crochets and decrease. So I'm going to make 5 single crochets and decrease throughout the 9th round, and I'll be repeating 4 times, and in the 9th round there will be 24 single crochets. For the 10th round, I'm going to make 4 single crochets and decrease and repeat this pattern 4 times. So 4 single crochets and decrease, repeating it 4 times for the 10th row. So in the 10th row there will be 20 single crochets all total. In the 10th row I am making 4 single crochets and then decrease. Now for the 11th round, I am going to make 3 single crochets and then decrease, and I'll repeat this pattern 4 times again. So in the 11th round there will be total of 16 single crochets. For the 11th round the pattern is 3 single crochets and then decrease, and repeat this pattern 4 times all total. So in the 11th round there will be 16 single crochets. Now for the 12th and the last round of the body, I am going to make 2 single crochets and decrease and repeat it 4 times again. So in the 12th round there will be total of 12 single crochets. In the 12th round I am making 2 single crochets and decrease and repeating it 4 times, so that in the 12th round there will be total of 12 single crochets. After making the 12th round, I am going to fasten off and leave a long tail so that I can sew the body with the head later on. For the hands, first I am going to make a magic ring, chain 1 to secure it, and I'll make 6 single crochets inside this magic ring. After 6 single crochets, I'll tighten the magic ring. For the second round, I'm going to make 1 single crochet and increase in the next stitch and repeat it 3 times. 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and repeat it 3 times, so that in the second round there will be 9 single crochets. I'm doing 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets in the next stitch. After second round, from the third round up to the 9th round, I'm going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So for 7 rounds, I'm going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, and so 7 rounds of 9 single crochets. I'll meet you after I made the 9th round. I have made the 9th round. Now for the 10th round, I'm going to make 1 single crochet and then decrease and repeat it 3 times in the 10th row. In the 10th round, 1 single crochet and decrease, repeat it 3 times, so that we have 6 single crochets in the 10th round. For the head, I'm going to make 1 magic ring, chain 1 and secure the magic ring. Then inside this magic ring, I'm going to make 6 single crochets. I'm making 6 single crochets inside this magic ring. After 6 single crochets, I'll tighten the magic ring, and in the second round I'm going to make 2 single crochets in each stitch. So in the second round there will be 12 single crochets. Now for the third round I'm going to make 1 single crochet and then increase in the next stitch and repeat this 6 times. 1 single crochet and then increase in the next stitch, repeating it 6 times for the third round. So in the third round there will be total of 18 single crochets. Now for the fourth round I'm going to make 2 single crochets and then increase in the third stitch and repeat this 6 times again. 2 single crochets and then increase. Repeat it 6 times for the fourth round. So in the fourth round there will be total of 24 single crochets. For the fifth round I am going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So in the fifth round there will be no increases, and this is the last round for the part 1 of the head. So in the fifth round there will be total of 24 single crochets, and this is the last round of the part 1 of my head of the head. After the fifth round I'm going to fasten off and cut the yarn. For the second part of the head I'm going to follow the pattern of the first part to up to the fourth round, when we made 2 single crochets and then increase and repeat this 6 times, containing 24 single crochets in the fourth round. So I'm going to continue to the fourth round. For the fifth round of this part 2 I'm going to make first 3 single crochets and then increase and repeat this pattern total 6 times, so that in the fifth round there will be 30 single crochets. In the fifth round I am doing 3 single crochets and increase and repeat this pattern 6 times, so that in the fifth round there will be 30 single crochets. Now for the sixth round I am going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, and I'll also do 1 single crochet in each stitch for the seventh round. So sixth and seventh round will contain 30 single crochets. Basically I am doing 2 rounds of 30 single crochets. For the next 2 rounds there will be no increases. I have completed the seventh round. Now I have 30 single crochets in this part 2 of the head, and now I'm going to use the stitch marker and I'll join this part 1 with the part 2. First I'll make 30 single crochets in this part 2 of this head. First I'm doing 13 single crochets. After 13 single crochets I'll join the part 1 with a single crochet and this is the first single crochet, and I'll make 20 more. So in this part 1 of this head, I'm going to make 21 single crochets all total, so that at the end only 3 single crochets will be left undone. I'm doing 21 single crochets in this part 1 of the head, including the joining single crochet. As you can see, after 21 single crochets, I'm left with 3 single crochets, and I'll not do any stitches. And in the part 2 also, I'll skip first 3 single crochets and continue doing 14 single crochets till I reach the stitch marker and complete this round. I'll call it round 1 again, and the 3 stitches, that is the 6 stitches all total that is left undone, I'll stitch at the end. Now for the second round, I'm going to make first 22 single crochets and then decrease, and repeat this pattern 2 times in this second round. So first I'm making 22 single crochets, then I'll make a decrease, again I'll make 22 single crochets and then decrease and finish the round, and finish the second round. And in this second round there will be 46 single crochets. For the third round, first I am going to make 11 single crochets and then decrease. For the third round, first I am making 11 single crochets and then I'll make a decrease, and then let me first finish the pattern, then I'll tell you uh, step by step. So I made 11 single crochets and then I'll decrease, then I'll make 8 single crochets and decrease, and repeat this 2 times, and then I'll make 11 single crochet and decrease and finish the third round. Here I'm doing 8 single crochets and decrease, and I'll repeat this pattern 2 times. So this is the first time, and I'll repeat it one more time, and then after I'll make 11 single crochets and decrease and finish the third round. I'm repeating 8 single crochet and decrease 2 times. And after that I'm going to make again 11 single crochets and decrease, and after that the third round will be done. In the third round, there will be 42 single crochets all total. After 11 single crochets, I am going to decrease and finish the third round. Now for the fourth round, I am going to make 11 single crochets and then decrease. Let me finish the pattern of this fourth round. So I'll do 11 single crochets, decrease, then 16 single crochets, decrease, and after that I'll make 11 single crochets and finish the fourth round. So in the fourth round there will be total of 2 decreases. Now I'll do 16. This is the decrease after 11 single crochets. Now I'll do 16 single crochets and decrease. After 16 single crochets and decrease, I'll make 11. After 16 single crochets and decrease, I'll make 11 single crochets and finish the fourth round. And this is the second decrease. Now I'll make 11 single crochets and finish the fourth round. For the fourth row, I made 11 single crochets, decrease, 16 single crochets, decrease, and 11 single crochets. So in the fourth round, there will be 40 single crochets. Now for the fifth round, first I'm making 9 single crochets and then decrease. While I'm doing these 9 single crochet and decrease, I'll repeat this pattern of this fifth round. So in the fifth round, I'll make 9 single crochet and decrease. Then I'll make 7 single crochet and decrease and repeat this 2 times. Then again, I'll make 9 single crochet and decrease and finish the fifth round. Now after 9 single crochets, here I am making the first decrease. Then I'll make 7 single crochets and decrease and repeat this 2 times. The 7 single crochet and decrease, I'll repeat this 2 times. After that, I'll make 9 single crochets and decrease and finish off the fifth round. So in the fifth round, there will be 36 single crochets. In the fifth round, I'll make total of 4 decreases. This is the third decrease of the fifth round. Now I'll make 9 single crochet, 9 single crochets and decrease. In the fifth round, there will be 36 single crochets. Now for the sixth round, I'm going to make 16 single crochets and decrease and repeat it 2 times, and that's it for the sixth round. So I'm doing 16 single crochets and decrease and repeat this pattern 2 times for the sixth round, and in the sixth round there will be 34 single crochets all total. And as it is a easy pattern for the sixth round, I'll fast forward it and meet you at the end. Now for the seventh round, first I'm going to make 7 single crochets, then decrease, and then I'll make 15 single crochets, then decrease, and after that I'll make 8 single crochets and finish off the seventh round. And in the seventh round there will be 32 single. After 7 single crochets, here I'm making the first decrease. After that I'll make 15 single crochets. After 15 single crochets, I'll make the second decrease, and after that I'll make 8 single crochets and finish off the seventh round. So in the seventh round there is total of 2 decreases, and in the seventh round there will be total of 32 single crochets. This is the second decrease after 15 single crochets. After that I'll make 8 single crochets and finish the seventh round. And in the seventh round there will be 32 single crochets. After this, the pattern is very easy. There will be no complicated pattern, and it will be easier. So from the for the eighth round, I'll make 6 single crochets, decrease, and repeat this 4 times. So in this eighth round, I am doing 6 single crochets and decrease, and I'll repeat this pattern total of 4 times. So in the eighth round there will be total of 28 single crochets, and from this eighth round and thereafter uh, there will always be 4 decreases in each round, and there will be repeat pattern. Like in the eighth round I am making 6 single crochets and decrease and repeating it 4 times, so that in the eighth round there are 28 single crochets. For the ninth round I'll make 5 single crochets and decrease and repeat this 4 times. In the ninth round there will be total of 24 single crochets. Again in the ninth round I am making 5 single crochets and then the decrease and repeat this pattern total of 4 times, so that in the ninth round there are total of 24 single crochets. And since it is a easy pattern, Let me fast forward it. In the ninth round, I made 5 single crochet and decrease and repeat it 4 times. Now for the 10th round, I'm going to make 4 single crochets and decrease and repeat it 4 times, so that in the 10th round I have 20 single crochets all total. I'm making 4 single crochets and decrease in the 10th round. In the 10th round, I'll total have 20 single crochets. Now for the 11th round, I'm going to make 3 single crochets and decrease and repeat this pattern 4 times, so that in the 11th round there are a total of 16 single crochets. In the 11th round I am making 3 single crochets and decrease, so in the 11th round I'll have 16 single crochets. For the 12th round, I am going to make 2 single crochets and decrease and repeat it 4 times. In the 12th round, there will be total of 12 single crochets. In the 12th round, I am making 2 single crochets and decrease and repeating it 2 times, so that in the 12th round there are 12 single crochets all total. I am left with another 2 rounds, but first I'll do my stuffings and then I'll come back. I have stuffed the head firmly, not too tight, but the head is firm. Now for the 13th round, I'm going to make 1 single crochet and decrease and repeat it 4 times again, so that in the 13th round there are 8 single crochets all total. And since it is a very small space to work, it is a bit tough, but be patient. I know this video is getting long, but I tried to fast forward or skip where I thought it will be easier to follow. We are nearly done. Now the last round, I'll just make 4 decreases. I'll just pull out this stitch marker because it will hamper my work. Now for the last round, I'll just make 4 decreases, so that I have 4 single crochets. After 4 single crochets, I'll fasten off and leave a long tail because I have to sew the space here. Let's cut the yarn, and I'll use a darning needle. I'll sew these 4 single crochets together so that the end is sharp. I forgot to tell you something. If you are making the Tata doll itself, then you can finish the head at 12th round and join the head with the body. But here I'm showing you how to make the head as a keychain, and also you can add this head with the body also. And I like this head because it's finished and it's sharp looking. You see, the end is very sharp. After trimming the head, the head will look like this. And after uh, doing the facial structures, you can use this head as a keychain itself. Now let's make the mouth. Now let's make the cute little mouth. First I'll make a slip knot. Then I'll make 4 single crochets, 4 chains. Now I'll make 4 chains, and in the second chain from the hook, first I'll make 2 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. And I'm using a smaller size hook. Then in the next chain I'll make 1 single crochet. In the last chain I'll make 3 single crochets. After that, in the other side, in the next chain I'll make 1 single crochet, and in the last chain 1 single crochet. Now I'll make a slip stitch in the first single crochet and fasten off and leave a tail so that I can sew this mouth in the head. For the cap, I'll make a slip knot, and then I'll make 13 to 15 chains. It doesn't matter, just don't make more than that, otherwise the cape will be a lot bigger. So just make 13 to 15 chains. Then I'll make 3 extra chains because I'll be doing uh, double crochets. I'll start making double crochets, and I'll make 4 rows of double crochets for the cape. You can use single crochets also, but I'll do double crochets. It's up to you, whichever you prefer the most. So I'll make 4 rows of double crochets and come back. After doing 4 rows of double crochets, I'll make again 15 chains, again 13 to 15, not more than that. you can make lesser chains. Then in the second chain from the hook, I'll start making single crochet back to the base. I'll continue making single crochet up to this point. Again, make same quantity of chains you made the other side. And then from the second chain from the hook, I'll start making single crochets and back to the base, and I'll join at the base with a slip stitch. I'll join with a slip stitch, and then I'll continue making single crochets all over the cape so that the finishing of the cape looks good. And I'll meet you at the end where I'll make a slip stitch and cut off the yarn and hide the yarn. Now I'll make a slip stitch and fasten off, leave a small tail so that I can hide the tail and finish the cape. So our cape is ready. Now it's time to assemble everything together. Using a darning needle, I'll sew the head with the body. I'll secure the head with the body with some pins, and I'll sew it. I'll just use whip stitch to sew them. I have sewed the body and hands with the head. Now I will add this mouth. Right here. Just place it where you um, think is good for you, and then stitch it there. After the mouth, with pins decide where you want your eyes to be, and with uh, French knot stitch I'll make the eyes. Let me show you how. Just follow what I'm doing. I'll not I'll I can't describe it, so just follow what I'm doing. I'm deciding where I want my eyes to be, and after that I'll use French knot to stitch the eyes. and our Tata is finished. What I now if I used French knot for these yellow spots in the body also. Just do as you have done the eyes. This is the cap, and I hope you like this video, and please tell me how you like the doll, and share your photos with me on my Facebook page, and keep following BTS and enjoy their music. Goodbye.